can be any doubt that the day that we've hankered after all year is almost upon us again. The seas are starting to rise, and the late great Dave McVitie's festering pluck is about to erupt again in all its septic glory. It would be wrong of mine not to mention that there's a man at the centre of the band tonight who has played at the common riding incredibly for the last 65 consecutive years. For Ian Hudson was 9 years old when he joined the band as a drummer, to follow in the footsteps of his late father Woodall. But all good things must inevitably come to an end. However, Ian is not the last Hudson to play the big drum in the Toon band. Far from it. Because he is passing on his drumsticks to his grandson Ross, who will perpetuate the very long association that the Hudsons have had with it. So we congratulate them both and hope they have a wonderful day. Glenn might entertain us with another song. And the song he has chosen to sing this time is the Barbarian, or On the Banks of Allan Water. Glenn. Thank you very much indeed. We now come to the all-important toast to the man we're here to honour tonight, the Cornets. He's in the hands of a lifelong friend of his, Ross Ray. Ross is the son of that local property tycoon and heating and plumbing engineer, ex-Cornet Robert, and his wife Judith, and works as a maintenance engineer at McVitie's in Carlisle. So that fairly takes the biscuit. He joined the Castle Craigs Club in 2005 in a pony called Shadow, which promptly rolled in him at the Castle Craigs. And like his father afore him, he is an all-round sportsman, playing fitna to the under-12s level, rugby to Colts level, and is still a regular in the Langholm Cricket Club team. He was educated alongside his great friend Stewart at the Royal Hospital for Thick Bairns. That's Langholm Academy to young youngs. He remained one of Stewart's closest friends ever since. Like Ross, I was privileged to be in the Murray household on the 12th of May this year, awaiting the result of the election when the tension was electric. But when Simon and Jamie finally arrived, the atmosphere changed immediately to sheer euphoria, and I could see how much it meant to Ross that his friend had achieved his lifelong ambition. He assures us that he's not going to speak too long, as he was caught recently speeding down a tunnel in the bypass of Langholm. So I believe him. Ladies and gentlemen, propose the toast to our cornet, Ross Ray.
Chairman, cornet, right and left hand men, ladies and gentlemen. When Billy approached me to give this toast, I told him it would be an honour. What Billy didn't know was the sheer terror I felt just before he asked me. I was lying in bed on the Sunday after a lovely couple of days of white common riding. I got the shout up the stair, "Ross, Billy Young's here to have a word with you." That was it. The thoughts were flying through my head. What the hell have I done when I was pissed? I got to the front door only to see Billy looking as if he'd had as big a couple of days as I had, shirt tail still hanging at the back. But thankfully, I'd behaved myself and it was only after me to give this toast. Now, one of the main reasons we're all here. Born Stewart Thomas Murray on the 10th of April 1995, Stewart's common riding life started quickly, as he was appointed fresh cornet in 1998. Stewart's love for the common riding was always going to be, with Grandad Ian Murray, Diamond Jubilee, being cornet in 1957, Father Les making the croon, and of course Godfather Colin being the cornet in 83. With the common riding family around him, he was set to thrive. For those of you that don't know Stewart that well, here's a little insight into his life so far. His education started at Langholm Primary, then on to the School of Thick Bastards across the road. When finishing there, Stewart was university bound, the bright lights of Stirling. On the 29th of June this year, he graduated with a degree in History and Politics, making him the clever one of the group. He now applies his knowledge at Latimers. But I've been told he takes part in all the shop traditions. These include surveying the high street every morning before the shop opens, never turning down a cup of tea and some tray bake when on a big job, and even heard he's bagged himself a starring role in this year's Christmas advert. I've got no idea how he wrestled that enough book he had. There must be something getting slipped somewhere, Stewart. His official job title at Latimers is head of bedding the Latimers. Head of bedding at Latimers. When he was younger, Stewart played every sport he could. Football, cricket, running, and of course rugby. I was lucky enough to play rugby with Stewart from primary 3 right the way up to coach level. I can still remember our debut coach game, probably for the wrong reasons. Selkirk Capable Way, league leaders, reigning champions. We made the journey up to the season with 15 players. On that day, I started at fullback and Stewart was in the back row. Looking at us pair now, and just wondered made a mistake. Maybe it was, as we were on the wrong end of 109-0 Hulking, and 10 minutes short in pay. Stewart's scoring career came to an abrupt end when suffering that one injury every promising athlete seems to get. He got a dodgy knee that decided to lock itself every now and then. With sport out of the question, Stewart defined himself some new hobbies. He currently describes himself as a classic car and gin enthusiast. Both of them at the same time. If I was you, Stewart, I'd stick to the classic cars because they certainly can't drink. I'm sure Mum and Dad will agree, as I heard you going up the stairs from the pub one Saturday night, straight up the stairs and into bed. I bet they were relieved. And half an hour later, they were woken abruptly by a right clatter up on the landing. Les jumps through the bed, straight through, knocks the landing lights on. See Stewart hauling the mattress through the bedroom door. The mattress covered in a mixture of drink and whatever delicacy Stewart Stewart, what the hell do you think you're doing? put it in the washing machine. As for the classic cars, Stewart currently owns a 1975 Triumph Toledo, or Toby's is known to him, in Inca Yellow. Luckily to Stewart, I couldn't dig up any embarrassing stories about his time as a classic car enthusiast. I thought I'd better take the piss of his driving because I'm not the best a driver. One passion I touched on briefly before was Stewart's love for the common riding. He followed Cornets Simon Richardson in 2008, joining the Castle Craigs Club that year. Since then he has not missed a year. On the 12th of May this year, his lifelong dream became reality, being elected Langholm Cornet 2017, receiving 282 votes for the townsfolk of Langholm. I was lucky enough to be in the house when you found out the good news. As we waited in the living room and an almighty cheer come through from the kitchen, it could only mean one of two things. Either you've been elected, or it was the happiest anyone had ever been to see Ross Labour walk through their front door on Friday night. Since that Friday in May, you've carried out all your duties perfectly, representing the town at other border common rides and festivals. Now as we charge headfirst into every Langholmite's favourite week of the year, I want to take this opportunity to wish yourself, Father Les, Mother Gillian, Sister Shona and the rest of the family the very best for the coming week. Cherish every moment. Also, Semi-Jubilee Ray and Jubilee Barnfather, I hope the memories of 25 and 50 years come flooding back on that last Friday in July. And finally, can I ask you all to be upstanding and drink a toast to a very good friend of mine.
Thank you very much, Ross. Another young Langholm man has made his debut here at the Cornets night, and he has been excellent. He certainly hasn't let himself down on his family. I'm sure this will not be the last time you speak at the common riding function. To allow the Cornet to gather his thoughts, I wonder if Fishy might give us another song. The song he's going to sing is a great favourite of his late father Alex. Although it's only played by the band at night as they lead the Cornets to the dance in the castle hall, if you stand outside Ross's house on Drove Road after the second fair crying, you might just hear the band sing this unaccompanied. It is, of course, that great common riding air, Jenny's Black Eye.
Side by the willow tree, locked o'er her white blue. Oh, lift, lift, she's dancing, keen on the gowny green, barefoot and kilted half up, tailor me, while she is sleeping still. I'll ring and stroke my fill. I am asleep in a walking mead. I'll ring and while her room Jeannie is sleeping soon, kiss her frail lug, neighing can see. Sweet, sweet, her hinny moo, will I'm no sleeping new. I was asleep, but she wakened me, laughing till light did drop. Swift came my Jean, I love, kissed her ripe roses, and blessed her lucky. And I since, whene'er we meet, sing for the sound is sweet. I am asleep in a walking mead.
Another pleasure. Stewart's son Jerry made his debut as an entertainer at the Cornets night last year. Well, he's back and itching to sing again. The song he had hoped to sing, A Mes Amis, comes from the series opera The Daughter of the Regiment and has no less than 9 top C's in it. However, he forgot to put his tight underpants on, so he's going to sing something else instead. Ladies and gentlemen, you've all heard of the great American supergroup, the Eagles. Well, this is none of them. Instead, making their world premiere at the Cornets night, we have the Jackdaws, aka ex-Cornet Jamie Fletcher on vocals and ex-Cornet Simon Twaddle on guitar and vocals. So take it away, lads.
Last week you might already heard this. But if you know that they always get in the house all week, so you might as well be with them. City girls just seem to burn her early. Out open doors with just a smile. A rich old man, but she won't have to worry. She'll dress up all in lace and go in style. Late at night, the big old house gets lonely. I guess every poor refuge has its price, but it breaks her heart to think her love is only given to a man with hands as cold as ice. So tells him she must go but he knows where she's going and she's leaving. She's heading for the cheating side of town. You can hide your lying eyes, and your smile is a fake disguise. I thought by now you'd realize there ain't no way to hide your lying eyes. On the other side of town, a boy is waiting. 5 yards of deep, no one can steal. She drives on through the night anticipating, 'cause he makes her feel the way she used to feel. She rushes through his arms, they fall together. She whispers that it's only for a while. She swears that soon she'll be coming back forever. She draws away and leaves him with a smile. You can hide your lying eyes, and your smile is a fake disguise. I thought by now you'd realize there ain't no way to hide your lying eyes. She gets up, pulls herself a strong one, and stares out at the stars up in the sky. Another night, it's gonna be a long one. She draws the shade and hangs her head to cry. She wonders how it ever got this crazy. She thinks about a boy she knew in school. Did she get tired, or did she just get lazy? She's so far gone, she feels just like a fool. You can still the same old girl you used to be. You can't hide your lying eyes, and your smile is a thin disguise. I thought by now you'd realize there ain't no way to hide your lying eyes. Honey, you can't hide your lying
In years to come, you'll be able to tell your bairns and grandbairns that I was there on the night the Jackdaws. 3 cries, first son at the social club. What are you doing next year? I think we've left our cornet give a big hand for our principal guest this evening, Cornet Murray.
Ross mentioned some rugby there. I might add that we're only 15 and all, so 109 rugby doesn't sound as bad. But it reminds me of another story when we were in the rugby at Tyndale, and we're getting well beat and showing 95 nil that day. Pascal, the bus driver, was absolutely raging when they let it back on. We had disgraced the tune apparently. But we've been getting pummeled for about 50, 60 minutes, like in the bar, suddenly spills out and it comes to Ray. Ray picks the bar up, being a big lad, you think, fuck it up, set it up, and again, like, we'll have a bit of possession. Well, no, Ray picks it up and hoofs it 60 metres. And then if you're a try for the touchline, what the fuck did he kick? That was my finish. The fullback wasn't at him. So that's great. Hey, ask him what he thinks. It was never that get on at the end of the bar, looking like that. That reminds me of another story. It was summertime and we were on our bikes and we'd been building ramps up at the dam. And Ray came flying down the hill on the bike. And he didn't see much as gone fair, and it's just high. And well, when you come down, the bike went through itself and then come off the handlebars. We didn't think he was going to be alright for the Castle Traves at the weekend, but for the number of horses he's hauled for a winning meeting. But Ray's been in the saddle a few years longer as mine, as I mentioned, 2005. It was actually him and his brother, along with Fred Master and then Dominic Little, and took us for our first arc at Langholm. We're on a famous quartet of Tommies, Troy, Diego, Basil and Echo. And Ray was cantering off into the distance and up the road towards White Cornets. It's quite tight and thinking, I'll come across it here. And Christ, he went round the corner and they got it at He's a grand horseman and I'm glad to say I'm back in the saddle, well, next weekend, this weekend at the Grace, and I hope he is for many years to come. So I'd just like to thank Ray for his fine speech. I'd like to thank the Social Club for hosting this evening, and with Sam Jubilee, Stephen Ray, Jubilee Club, Paul Blanchard, all the rest for coming in. Thank you very much.
It's all downhill for now. But as Hill Dalton used to say, the world's your lobster. So sit back, relax and enjoy the rest of the evening. Your next highlight will be tomorrow afternoon as you sit nervously at the bottom of the kip wine, waiting for the clock to strike again. Then, and only then, will you appreciate what a marvellous laxity fear is. But that'll soon give way to total euphoria as Riley hits the grass running, and with the rubble of what was against the kit you have on the inside and the cheering masses on the other, you'll make your way out to the hill and to the Castle Craigs. After a brief photo call, you'll start the Felbase proper with a crack of your riding crop before heading down to Middlemoss, where Jimmy Ferguson, Bailey, the aforesaid manor, used to bide. Beware the Copshire Road. After that, it's only a short trot to Cronk's Bank, where you'll be cheering again and where you'll experience the awesome hospitality of the hay shed. The downfall of many a brave man in the past. Before you can eat, you'll be remounted again and heading for the grand gallop through the fields at Broomholm Shields. After that, there's a canter through the heather o'er the hill, and the infinitely grand pleasure of seeing your beloved Wybeck tune appear again in the valley below you. The squealy bards and the thronging masses will be waiting at the tune fit to welcome you home victorious, and after a short detour via the Newton Bowling Green, you'll make your way to that shrine, that hallowed place that is the Croon Hall. to experience firsthand a night of unparalleled passion and pride. When the Toon Band is finally crowbarred in to a company that probably exceeds its official fire limit many times over and strikes up against Mayor, you probably wish you could bottle the raw passion and love that fills every square millimetre of that hall and sell it around the world. For if you could, what a happier place this war-torn planet would be. But a wee bit Toon and Auld Lang Syne will come round too quickly, and with a heavy heart, you'll carefully pick your way out through the bodies and leave the Castle Craig's dinner, knowing that your Castle Craig's day has almost reached its end, and that there will never be another one that will be quite as good as that one was. However, that will only be the start, and greater glories will follow. Time is on the wane, as the Glasgow man said when he dropped the grandfather clock in the bairn's head. So in time-honoured fashion, can I ask Stephen to entertain us again with what else but Sorby Haas, Rodin or Scotland Yet?